The following is a presentation of ABC 27 Sports.
Tonight from Cumberland Valley High School, it's Mid-Penn Championship night. ABC 27 Sports and Advanced Hoops brings you high school sports live. And tonight, it's a doubleheader to crown the Mid-Penn champions. Hi, everybody. I'm Greg Mace, together with Charlie Fortney and Todd McCall. Tonight, it's a girls-boys doubleheader for the Mid-Penn championships. It's the Trinity girls against Gettysburg in the opening game. For the boys, it's Central Dauphin against Greencastle. Let's first talk about these girls. Trinity on a roll. Off a very convincing win in the Mid-Penn semifinals against Steel High. Charlie?
They're stacked from top to bottom. They have great guard play in Betts White and Blackburn, and also the posts. Shay Klein scoring around the basket along with Anna Kutz and Josie McGash. They're a balanced team. They're well coached. They're going to be hard to stop tonight. And
they are the defending Mid-Penn champs. All right, let's talk about Gettysburg. They had their hands full against Palmyra. They had to go to overtime to beat them the other night.
Well, Coach Thurston's team, one thing they did, they went on a 15-1 run, and they won on the glass, the battle on the boards. Tonight, I tell you what, Bree Thomas makes things click. They're going to have to get up the floor. Magic number tonight. They've got to get that score up in the 50s, Greg.
Now, we should clarify, of course, this is not the end of the line for these two teams. This is the Mid-Penn championships. Then you've got the districts and the states. But in terms of momentum, even though there's nothing on the line in terms of district seeding here, this can be a very valuable lesson for both of these teams.
Well, all the teams sitting at home right now are envying both of these teams and the two boys teams tonight. It's that filler time, the play between districts. And Christy Britton knows all too well how valuable this is. This win last year in this championship prepared her team for a district playoff run and even into the states. So I'm sure Gettysburg is looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, and a chance for Gettysburg to make some noise here as well and get some momentum.
Well, I tell you what, it extends your season. You got some young players like Gettysburg does. These sophomores have to grow up. They have a championship game while others are waiting 12 days to play in the districts. I never like the downtime as a coach.
All right, opening tip-off is coming up. It's the Mid-Penn Championships, and we start with the girls. The opening tip-off is next here on ABC 27.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
For generations, Caterpillar has delivered innovative products that help customers build strong, profitable businesses. And for more than 60 years, Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company has been Pennsylvania's source for first-class Caterpillar equipment, service, parts, and rentals. With 26 locations across Pennsylvania, we've grown right alongside our customers, delivering on our commitment to provide a superior experience and maximum value. Cleveland Brothers Equipment Company, helping Pennsylvania prosper since 1948.
All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seemed shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it's just a beautiful thing.
The Mid-Penn title game from Cumberland Valley High School here on ABC 27. Trinity in the white, Gettysburg in the maroon, and we are underway. And fast start for the Shamrocks, laying it home. Anna Kuntz.
When immediately you see the guard play of Trinity, there's a lot talked about the post and Josie McGash and Anna Kuntz have been playing varsity since her freshman year, and a nice post as well, and Shay Klein coming off the bench at 6'2". And then you got the guards of right there stealing the ball, Betts White and Victoria Blackburn. There's a nice shot.
Off to a quick start as Trinity. 4-0 advantage out of the box.
Talking to Casey Thurston, Greg, before the game, she knows they're outmatched, but Bree Thomas You know, Des Reed, these girls play with some athleticism, and she's going to need to get them going early as well.
There's a three right out of the gate. Hamden Bonner.
Sophomore guard. A lot of confidence Casey Thurston has in this young lady to have her out there at this big stage as a sophomore.
Trinity with a basketball.
The big addition to this team is Jenny Gabriel, getting a lot of playing time for Trinity Shamrocks this year. Didn't get as much last year. There's Blackburn, she can shoot it. But Jenny Gabriel, 5'9", versatile. She's that hard-to-guard player out there for Trinity.
Lee Gash with some nice defense. Down to Blackburn. Quick foul right there. Josie Migash. Gash has her first two, and it's a 6-3 Trinity lead. 2 minutes gone by first quarter. Ellen Bear. One bounce and goes back the other way. We're going to point out, we're going to show the officials in a moment, but we have 3 women officials and 2 women coaches. And Annie Hine, who's the referee, pointed out, hey, that could be a first, certainly for a championship game. That's terrific.
Well, and that's how it should be in ladies basketball, to have the lady adults represented and officiating and leading the game. It's great for the girls, good role models. And this is a good crew, Greg. These are some really good officials we have here tonight.
Baseline drive by Victoria Blackburn. And here are the officials: Aaron French, Annie Hine, Michelle Rocco. We've had Annie a number of times. I think we've had them all in our past games.
High School Sports Live regulars. Victoria Blackburn on the line, the daughter of Paul Blackburn for Hershey High. Hershey lost the other night, a tough one against Greencastle. We're going to see why Greencastle beat them tonight. And see what kind of talent they have, and they do have some kids that can get it going. To beat Hershey, you have to.
Blackburn's first point, a 7-3 Trinity lead. 5.5 left first quarter. Mid-Penn finals here on ABC 27 from Cumberland Valley High School. Nice defense by Trinity.
Well, and look at the long arms of Jenny Gabriel to make that steal. Not only is she a tough matchup offensively, but she's a good defender. She can guard almost any position on the court. Look at this sophomore, Des Reed. Nice finish by Des Reed.
Her first two. 7-5 now. Trinity has the 2-point edge.
Trinity scoring easy. Gettysburg doing it the hard way, but 7-5.
Gash put a jump and will go the other way.
Official Annie behind, letting the girls play the game here. A lot of referees might call those ticky-tacks, but this is a championship game. They're going to let the girls decide it.
Gettysburg down 2 at 7-5.
Gettysburg's still trying to figure out some comfort level against this 2-3 extended. It's kind of a tough zone to deal with because you got a quick guard in Bettswhite and Blackburn, and they're like man-to-man on the ball, and everybody else is in a zone. So if you're out there, you're a guard dribbling against this, you're kind of like spooked a little, like, is this a man, is this a zone? And you're trying to attack it, and it's best just to rotate the ball and hit those gaps.
Saw Casey
the ball
Thurston.
travels faster than the body.
Saw Casey Thurston, the Gettysburg coach. Thomas inside.
Todd McCall and I, before the game, had a chance, Greg, to talk to Casey Thurston. She's not just excited about being here, but she wants to win this game. That kind of competitiveness is what has the Gettysburg Lady Warriors in this position.
7-7. 3:55 left here in the first. And Gettysburg has the lead.
Wow. And Todd has a front row seat down there. Todd, your thoughts?
They are here to play. One of the things defensively out of Trinity is the talk and communication. I will go on the record to say this. It's the best communication I've heard, defensively speaking, all year, boys or girls game. Everybody talks.
On High School Sports Live, Todd, or all the games you've been out to?
Every High School Sports Live game. At this point in time, there's more communication out of those 5 Trinity girls than I've heard all year long. I got to be honest with you.
Now, Coach Britt, when she watches this back, will feel good about that. She's probably yelling at the girls in practice to talk.
And they've been doing that. They trail 9-7, 3:25 left here in the first quarter.
Greg, early on, it seemed like, Trinity was just going to have their way, but all of a sudden, Gettysburg's winning 9-7. It kind of shows why they're here. They're kind of a sneaky offensive team, and they find ways to get it done.
Big comeback effort against Palmyra in their Mid-Penn semifinal, and Trinity gets the basketball back. 9-7's our score. Gettysburg on top. 3:05 left here in the first quarter.
Interesting. Gettysburg's winning 9-7, and they have 4 early turnovers here in the first 5 minutes. Not taking advantage of all their chances.
Rebound.
Good aggressive rebound by Gabriel. Jenny Gabriel's a unique player. Again, a kid that can probably play any position on the court if she had to and guard any position. There's not too many of those kids in basketball on the girls or the boys side. Has really helped the Lady Shamrocks this year and given them that dimension.
Gettysburg looking to add to their 9-7 advantage. 2:25 left here in the first.
Greg and Charlie, early on, one of the things that really impressed me with Gettysburg is their guard play. And Bonner and Blair, they're very quick off the dribble. They use their pump fake very well, Charlie.
Yeah, and Thomas has not even gotten in the game yet. And she's Division I player. Bree Thomas going to Rhode Island. Atlantic 10, this is a good sign for Gettysburg that you can be winning 9-7 against Trinity and your big gun hasn't even gotten in the game. Trinity 3 for 10 from the field here with 2 points. 0 for 2 from three-point range.
So 9-7 now, still is our score. Gettysburg on top, Trinity basketball, 2 minutes left first quarter.
Both teams in a zone.
Anna Kuntz off the glass for her. 2. She's got 4.
And this is what Trinity did to get in this championship. The Lady Shamrocks against Steel High. God bless Malia Tate DeFrida. She did everything she could, but there just wasn't the post play around the basket or the size to match up with the Trinity's game plan. This
three-pointer right there by Bonner.
Bonner's impressive. The confidence in Bonner is very impressive.
12-9 Gettysburg. 1:15 left in the first quarter. That's White. Tried to equal it, but there's Thomas clearing the boards.
You can tell, gentlemen, the caliber of game this is. This is a championship game. No team, no girls are scared to shoot it from out there, Charlie.
One step.
The penetration of the Gettysburg guards and the play of the Gettysburg guards has been very impressive here early. I mean, you're going up against, Betts White and Blackburn and the guards of Trinity. It's impressive.
Penetration inside and the foul. So Gettysburg looks to add to their 12-9 lead. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. First free throw, 3 points for Wood, and a 13-9 lead. Breather now for Tori Blackburn. Klein got the rebound, and under a minute left, and Trinity looks to convert. That's White, tied up. Now it's a travel.
Well, and against the zone, it's hard to go one-on-one like that against the zone, and there's Division I standout Bree Thomas saying, hey, this lane is mine, no come in here.
40 seconds left. Trinity coach Christy Britton. There's Shamrock Green.
It's a very tentative first quarter. Just kind of both teams picking their moments. No one trying for any knockout punch, just trying to make the best decisions to try to figure each other out. Gettysburg getting the advantage so far.
15 left. Reed to travel. So with 10.8 seconds left, Trinity trailing 13-9. They'll get the last say in the first quarter.
As Todd pointed out earlier, pregame, that 15-1 run against Palmyra to come back and win that game in overtime in the semifinals shows how explosive this Gettysburg team can be.
Couldn't get a shot off. End of one quarter of play. Gettysburg 13, Trinity 9. You're watching the Mid-Penn Championships here on ABC 27.
Here's a deal, an amazing pizza steal. Get any Pizza Hut pizza for $10, it's for real. So go ahead and ask yourself, what have I got to lose? For just $10, now you get to choose. Any pizza, any toppings, any crust. There's no stopping any size you decide. For $10 you can buy any pizza, any toppings, any crust. There's no stopping any size you decide. For $10 you can buy any.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
13-9, Gettysburg on top here as we start the second quarter. And look at Trinity, 4 of 11 from the field. Gettysburg, 3 of 5, but 2 of 4 from the three-point field.
Yeah, not as many opportunities for Gettysburg, but they're connecting them. But Trinity's getting more opportunities, so look for that to pay off for them as the game goes on and they can start to pick it up because they can make shots. Gettysburg playing very good scrappy defense. This is one of the things that they're known for is just very good defense. They seem to be keeping track of the post for Trinity a little bit better in early going here.
Thomas got the rebound and a reach-in foul.
Bree Thomas is one young lady that you don't want to try to tie up because she's not an immobile post. She's going to be able to handle the ball. So if she has the ball, it's time to run back down the other court or you're going to be in foul trouble pretty quickly. She's not going to Rhode Island for nothing.
Well, in the last 5.5 minutes, Trinity has 2 points. Gettysburg has 10. Outscored 10-2 in the last 5.5 minutes. 7:22 left here, early going in the second quarter. 13-9, Gettysburg is on top.
And this is without Bree Thomas getting in the game offensively. They're saving her. There's a nice block by Shea Klein. Helps to be 6'2".
And the McLaughlin, Trinity trailing by 4. Cutting inside. Who last touched it? No. Controlled by Gettysburg.
I like the push and I like the patience. Look at this pass and look at this shot by Des Reed. Wow.
She's got 4 and it's a 15-9 Gettysburg advantage.
You know, we got a couple coaches' daughters on the court. You got Blackburn for Trinity. You got Thomas, Kevin Thomas, coach at Cumberland Valley, Gettysburg. Now his daughter's playing for Gettysburg, and it's always neat to see coaches' daughters on the court, Greg. You can tell.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to one in just a moment. And Betts White tripped up as she goes in. So Trinity will inbound. Speaking of coaches' daughters.
Substitution number 4.
Well, let's go over and hear from one right now, shall we? Let's go to the sidelines, and here's Todd.
Greg, I'm standing here with Kevin Thomas, one-time coach, boys, in the boys game, the girls game. He ended his career at Gettysburg. He got his 100th win there, but tonight his daughter, Rhode Island bound, Bree Thomas, is playing a senior game here in a championship game.
Oh, it's neat to watch her play. I remember the days when I coached here, and she's a little baby girl in this gym with the kids, so we talked a little bit about that. But it's been a neat process to watch her develop. It really has.
Well, tonight, a lot of people might be leaning towards Trinity, but Gettysburg is here tonight. The guard play is great. Actually, they went on a 15-1 run to beat Palmyra. Talk a little bit about this team.
Well, they get along very well together. They do a lot together. They've bought into Coach Thurston's defensive philosophy, that you got to play hard and defense you can control. So they've bought into that, and it's been neat to watch. It really has.
Last question: you getting back in the game ever?
When I retire, who knows? Maybe. I don't know.
Greg, I hear that from a lot of guys. Back to you. When we retire.
Oh, you'll always be in basketball. Even after you retire, you're in basketball, right? All right, 15-11, Gettysburg with a basketball. 5:55 left here in the first half. Kyle Brydell now into the game. She's number 4.
Big foul shots for Josie McGash. Trinity hadn't scored in a little while, and that was very important to get them back on the scoreboard because Gettysburg's been on a roll. Now this is what makes Bree Thomas good. She's going to need, for Gettysburg to keep the pressure on Trinity, she's going to need to keep being assertive on offense.
Gettysburg up 4, 5:40 left here. First half. 15-11. Warriors. Bonner. A 3, and she's got 9.
That was a WNBA 3, ladies and gentlemen, for a sophomore guard. She is on fire early on, and she is pacing these Warriors, and she's buying time for Bree Thomas to step up.
Here's Betts White. Didn't go. Thomas clears the boards. 18-11 Gettysburg. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. That's a travel. Heard some of the officials in the stands calling that as well.
Well, that's the second walk for Des Reed. Important, little kids at home, keep that foot planted. That ball needs to hit the floor before you pick the foot up, or it is a walk every time.
7th turnover for Gettysburg, but they still hold a 7-point lead at 18-11. 4:50 left, first half. Good screen going inside. Yes, and it counts. Josie McGash.
This is a good option, Greg and Todd, for Trinity. Josie McGash knows how to get fouled. If she's not going to make the shot, she usually gets fouled. And she just got done going to the foul line earlier. This is a good scenario for Trinity. I would keep going to it.
And Trinity is so fundamental. When they go to that stack like they went, that could be used as a stall, but really it's a toy or toy to get the big girls the ball inside, and it worked.
Thomas bringing Anna Kuntz out. Anna 6'2", bringing her out. ISO. It's a hard guard. ISO and Des Reed.
18-14 Gettysburg basketball. They have the lead, and clean block or a foul? Foul.
I'll tell you, this is a great idea for Gettysburg to isolate Thomas and Kuntz. You got Thomas here, Bree Thomas. She's going at least 6 foot solid, handling the ball like a point guard. I haven't seen this in a while, guys.
And I'll tell you right now, Greg, that is a Division I move. That spin move with that strength, and to see her, she's working with the trainer, and you could tell that move right there was just pure strength.
Well, Coach Kevin, Dad Kevin, he's over there. He's a proud papa.
Gettysburg calls timeout. 20-14, Gettysburg with the lead. 4:23 left, and you're watching the Mid-Penn Championships on ABC 27.
Look into the sun for coverage of student athletes from Palmyra, Hershey, and Lower Dauphin. Drew Weedman and the Sun staff are dedicated to weekly coverage.
Extra, extra! Read all about West Shore student and team success with the growing popularity of the Carlisle Sentinel, the pacesetter in Carlisle and West Shore Sports Review.
Patriot News has covered the region of Harrisburg since 1854. From all-star selections to championship reporting, the leader in central Pennsylvania sports news.
20-14, Gettysburg has the lead coming off their timeout. 4:23 left here in the first half, and Trinity brings the basketball up. Brianna Betts-White.
Trinity going to go with this idea to try to isolate the post, come off that, go right to McGash. Gettysburg doing a good job of cutting that passing angle off, moving their feet well. When you're guarding the post, it's important to move your feet, change angles, and not give them anything. No comfort passing lane. You give them comfortable passing lanes, it usually results in good positioning for the offense. Look at this.
Thomas. Betts-White gonna go off her foot and look for a little help. And they're gonna call it a jump ball.
Well, when in doubt, jump it up, right?
Yep.
I mean, 50-50 ball.
20-14 Gettysburg. 3:45 left here in the second quarter. Mid-Penn Championships, Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney, Todd McCall on the sidelines here on ABC 27. And Trinity will get it back. They go right back to the inbounds pass. Trailing by 6 with the basketball. Midway through this second quarter.
You know, this Gettysburg team, 12-0 in their league, 20-3 overall. Trinity, 18-4 overall. Two well-matched teams. Great matchup here.
There's Blackburn. We go inside, and there's Anna Kuntz for Trinity. And there's Christy Britton, coach of Trinity, former player.
That's number 3 on number 10, Taylor Wood for Gettysburg. That's huge, considering she's been one of the posts that have neutralized the Trinity inside. Trinity put constant pressure on Steel High around the basket, but hasn't been able to do it quite as much here against Gettysburg. Gettysburg doing a lot better job defending the post, and they got the girls to do it.
That's White. Blackburn. High arcing shot won't go, and Thomas clears the boards.
Trinity's seen that they're struggling to find a niche on offense. They're just trying to, like, but hats off to them. They're trying a lot of options to try to get something going here. Credit Gettysburg for keeping them off balance defensively.
Shovel double teamed. Rydell back to Reed.
This Des Reed is explosive for Gettysburg. She's that. There's a timeout for Trinity. I don't blame Christy to talk it over.
2:27 left here in the second quarter. 22-14 Gettysburg.
Advanced Hoops is the place for kids like me. Charlie Fortney teaches shooting, dribbling, passing, defense, and all kinds of fun games. The coaches are really cool. My favorite coach is Lenny, because he gives out candy if we did good. By the way, this is my dad, Charlie Fortney.
Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney, and Todd McCall. Your observation, sir? Down to Todd. Now we can't hear Todd at the moment.
Well, Greg, I will tell you that, Trinity, I know what Coach Britton's talking about right now. Girls, this is an important 2:27 left in the half. You know, we're down 8. We got to make our run right now. We got to establish ourselves and be a little more aggressive. Todd, your thoughts?
Yeah, and one thing they said right away is, can we get some high percentage shots? Quit settling for a long ball and get the ball inside. I mean, that was clear put, and I think it's a good point.
Well, Todd, whenever the mic's out, we can pick up on each other, and that was good. That was good double team there, babe.
Thanks, Charlie.
Traveling called against Trinity, 22-14. Gettysburg on top. 2:17 left here in the second quarter.
And Greg, one of the things that Coach Britton does such a great job at, and I've got to compliment her, she's so calm. Her demeanor's very calm in the huddle. And she really just wanted her girls to calm down, said everything's all right, we've been here before, you know, get some easy ones. And that's a great thing to say to a group in a championship game.
Reed is called for traveling.
That's Reed's third travel call.
Reminder, coming up at halftime, we're going to have the Arlington Orthopedic halftime shootout.
Yeah, we got some special guests. We got a 5th and 6th grade girls basketball team doing the shootout. We're excited to, I happen to know a couple of the girls, I got to be honest.
And Charlie, I do too. Going in there, some great shooters out there in that hallway. And more importantly, those girls are so serious, they didn't have time to hear me.
There's Gabriel, her first two. It's down to 22-16 Gettysburg. 1:40 left here in the first half. Are they shooting from threes or are they shooting from the foul line?
Well, they're going to do
something different.
They're going to do a shootout from the foul line.
Okay.
First team, team that makes the most shots.
All right.
In 60 seconds wins.
Nice.
Todd, we're going to have you count the number on the left end there. We'll count the number on the right end there. We don't want any of these kids. You know, the winning team gets pepperoni on their pizza. The losing team gets cheese.
Okay, all right.
We're sparing no expense tonight. There you go. 22-16 Gettysburg basketball. 1:25 left here in the first half. Gettysburg patient. They get the ball right back. Bonner.
Tell you what, that was a nice tip out by Des Reed, showing how versatile she is and way to push it. That's why. Not making those easy ones, but Shea Klein getting the rebound. You got to wonder the pressure of the post, how it wore down Steel High the other night, the Lady Rollers. Is it going to wear down the Lady Warriors? Is that size? Is it going to cause foul trouble? Is it going to continually cause pressure? Is it going to work out on the foul line? Size is just hard to teach, Greg, Todd.
Coach Christy Britton from Trinity looking on, and Klein gets another, and that is her first point.
Got the shooter's touch here. Still a very good possession and position for Gettysburg to be in right now, with their star going to the foul line. We got both teams in the bonus at this point.
So Thomas with 4 points goes to the line here in the Mid-Penn Girls Championship. The boys will follow. That'll be Central Dauphin and Greencastle right here on ABC 27. Thomas has 5. And they're discussing something on the floor. Todd, can you overhear?
I'm trying really hard. I'm not sure what they, you know, she went to the line. There's a 2-shot foul. I'm not sure if there was something before that. But one of the things is in a championship game, just to go on the foul line, Bree Thomas, the reason why she's going to Rhode Island is right there, Greg. She strokes it from the foul line.
6 points.
Well, Todd, I've been impressed, and Greg, how patient she's been to let her teammates get in this game, and now she's starting to be more assertive as this game has gotten everyone involved.
From the outside, Gabriel.
That's a big shot for Jenny Gabriel and a big boost for Trinity. Gettysburg, it's going to be interesting if they try to hold for one and get the last shot or give Trinity a chance. Trinity will have a chance to cut it.
Down court to Blackburn. Ouch.
We had a collision under the basket with Jenny Gabriel and Des Reed. Both girls hopped up pretty quickly.
Hey, Greg, May, she wanted motion. That's playoff motion right there. 2 girls running as hard as they can, all out sprint, falling on the floor. That's why we love these kind of games.
17 and change left. Kuntz didn't get the roll. Got the basketball back. Double dribble.
I'll tell you what, a lot of pressure being put on Gettysburg. Shots just not falling for Trinity posts early in the game. Gettysburg having a chance to end with the last shot.
Reed, a short jumper. And that will end the first half. Oh, almost. That was Gabriel and let it go. Gettysburg with a 24-20 lead. Halftime of the Mid-Penn Championships. Our Arlington Orthopedics halftime shootout is coming up next here on ABC 27.
Advanced Hoops Premier AAU is on the rise. 32 teams last year featuring the top boys and girls basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops offers 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 50 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 5 years. We call it AAU with a follow-through.
Groff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer, representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Groff Tractor has built a 53-year reputation in serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, offering the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Groff also offers 24/7 job site support. Groff Tractor and Equipment is your #1 source for everything under construction.
All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seemed shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it's just a beautiful thing.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Strains and sprains, bone contusions, fractures, tendon tears, ligament ruptures. These are all injuries that can happen to the hand and wrist. Join Charlie Fortney as he delves into hand and wrist injuries with Dr. Matthew Espenshade from Arlington Orthopedics in another edition of Up Close and Personal. From professional football and basketball athletes to children on the playground, hand and wrist injuries can bring with them debilitating consequences. Learn how a strong forearm can play a role in prevention, along with much more. For the full interview, PASportsLiveTV.com.
You've seen a lot of my sons, Todd and Ryan, over the years on TV. In fact, we've all grown a lot during this time.
We're all still here and stronger than ever. Now you can see me when you come into Hoffman Ford.
And I won't be far behind.
For 59 years, there's always been a Ford and a Hoffman in this showroom, delivering you the courtesy and respect that you deserve since 1953.
Come see what keeps our customers coming back generation after generation. Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
And welcome back live here on ABC 27. Greg Mays with Charlie Fortney, our Arlington Orthopedic halftime shootout. Gettysburg has a 24-20 halftime advantage. All right, we have some young ladies on the line. Just tell them who they are first. These are 5th and 6th graders, right?
Yes, Greg. These young ladies are going to represent Arlington Orthopedics, Sun Motors, Select Physical Therapy, United Concordia, Cleveland Brothers, Dauphin County Commissioners, Pizza Hut, Penn National, as they shoot against one another in the shootout. And we're going to give them 60 seconds. Winning team gets pizza and T-shirts. Losing team just gets cheese pizza, Greg.
All right, so we're going to put 60 seconds. We're going to give you the countdown. We're going to go from the 6:15 mark. How's that? So you guys ready? Watch the clock. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. We're underway. Now we know they got a lot of practice in the gym, right? 2 to our left. Cody and Ben are keeping track. What are we up to here?
Okay, this side here needs some fans cheering for them. I know they need to come back.
To our right. Hey, let's cheer these girls on. All right, coming up on 30 seconds. 30 seconds from right now.
Okay.
5th and 6th graders
Looks like
15 seconds.
we got a close one here.
Todd says 2 on our left. Down, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, let's add them up. Todd has 2 on the left.
Okay.
Who wins?
Cody has 4 on the right.
Team on our right. Hey, let's give these girls a big hand. Nice going. Congratulations. They both get pizza in the lobby. All right, stay with us. The second half is coming up here on ABC 27.
The neurologist said you will lose the ability to swallow, to breathe. You will die. I asked the neurologist, why? If we could transplant hearts, couldn't we also replace damaged motor neurons?
Jennifer devoted the last 6 years of her life to wiping out ALS. Project ALS has created a new paradigm for disease research.
We know the goal. We want to get a cure for ALS.
Got old electronics, such as a TV or computer to recycle? We've got your answer at the Dauphin County Recycling Center.
E-cycling is quick, easy, and free for all county residents.
You can also recycle old major appliances and other items safely at our center.
Have questions? Call our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or check our website for more information.
Recycling is now more convenient than ever.
Join us in going green to protect our environment.
Keep our earth clean and green. Wipe out waste and recycle.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
I'm Greg, he's Charlie, he's Todd. Welcome back. ABC 27, we're at halftime of the Mid-Penn Girls Championship. The boys will follow. Gettysburg has a 24-20 lead. Well, you know, Trinity looked like they were going to jump out fast, and Gettysburg has really not only hung tough, they've taken the lead here. Your observations?
Well, I thought Gettysburg guard play really impressed me tonight. You know, we talk so much about Thomas, but the pump fake, the ability to get to the basket and open things up, and the sophomore outside and Bonner hitting some shots.
Yeah, and now you know why Gettysburg's here. Now you know why they're 20-3. Now you know why they beat an explosive Palmyra Lady Cougars. I think this one, at this point, is anyone's ball game. It's going to be very interesting to see if Trinity's shots fall around the basket in the second half. It's going to be interesting to see what the Thomas effect is in the second half, because she really hasn't gotten going yet. She's put a little pressure on Trinity, but I think she needs to step up for Gettysburg to be able to finish this one out.
Take a look at our stats. The leading scorers so far, Bonner has 9 and Migesh has 7, but there's Gettysburg is a 5 of 10. Trinity has taken 22 shots from the 2-point land, 3 of 8 for Gettysburg from the threes, and both teams have converted 5 free throws.
That just shows Gettysburg's execution has been more precise on offense.
All right, 24-20 is our score. Back with the second half. Gettysburg with a 4-point advantage as we continue with High School Sports Live here on ABC 27.
High School Sports Live is brought to you by
Hemp Brothers, paving the way in concrete, asphalt, crushed stone construction services. Keystone State Games, Pennsylvania's largest amateur athletic festival. NK Sporting Goods, partnered with NK Graphics, has been outfitting the teams of Central PA for over 25 years. United Concordia, ensuring America's dental health for over 40 years. Regen Muscle Recovery Beverage, experience the raw power of natural cocoa. Groff Tractor and Equipment, we're your #1 source for everything under construction. Sun Motor Cars. Experience Central PA's ultimate driving headquarters. Central Pennsylvania Basketball Officials Association. Become an expert at knowing one rule, one interpretation. The Turnbridge Group, part of RBC Wealth Management, helping our clients and communities create better tomorrows.
And the team's getting set to take the courts. Coaches are returning, and so are we. 24-20. Gettysburg is on top as we get set for this third quarter. A reminder that we have Central Dauphin and Greencastle coming up, the boys championship, live here from Cumberland Valley High School here on ABC 27. A reminder that you can also find us on Facebook, like High School Sports Live, photos, video highlights, updates, and more. We're going to update you on our district schedule coming up. We'll be doing the game Saturday from Giants Center. And we are set to go with a second half for the Mid-Penn Girls Championships. The defending champs of Trinity with a basketball. They trail by 4 as we get underway. Even second quarter. Trinity in the white.
Trinity's staying with the same concept. Because, Greg, in the first half, Todd, Trinity got the shots. They just didn't convert. So it's not like you have to change a game plan. If you're getting good shots, you're not making them. The game plan is, girls, take our time, relax, and let's make the shots.
Betts White. Not sure if she thought Klein was or that Kuntz was cutting there, but she lost the basketball.
Yeah, she just lost it going to the hoop. That's it.
So Gettysburg up 4 and the basketball. Reed didn't get off of a shot. Gives some nice defense by Trinity.
That's where that size advantage of Trinity paid off. Josie Mangash did a good job of being patient on the stuff. Here's a Kansas offense, one of my favorites. Come off the high post on the elbows. You can do a lot with that. You can get a handoff. You can get a post isolated. You can get a skip for a 3.
Kuntz.
The posts for Trinity are not getting squared up to make these easier shots. They're doing a lot of shooting off balance and not really getting good square power shots around the basket.
Betts White will back it out and back it back in. Blackburn, good recovery. Now they go down low. Good follow by Blackburn.
Good rebound by the guard.
And watch, they got a couple of opportunities, and Blackburn right in. And we got a timeout. So with that timeout, let's head over to the sidelines. And here is, again, Todd McCall. Todd?
Thank you, Greg. Here with Kurt Boak from the Carlisle Sentinel. Kurt, one of the things here tonight, everything that you expect out of this game, 2 heavy hitters here tonight.
Absolutely. I'm very surprised with Trinity. I've seen them quite a few times this year. I've never seen them this inconsistent, missing quite a few shots, turnovers, that sort of thing. And I got to say, Gettysburg, I'm very impressed with. They came out of Colonial, wasn't too sure what to think of them. Very impressive tonight, dominating Sherman. It's impressive.
Both teams got a little tight in the second quarter. What do you think is going to open this game up in the third quarter?
I think Trinity's bigs need to kind of come alive, and just their offense in general. I think Brandon Betts White, she's an incredible player, incredible athlete. I think she can start getting out there, making some shots, making some moves. I think she'll really help them out. And then for Gettysburg, I think Thomas, Reed, as long as they keep doing what they're doing, I think they should be in good shape.
Thank you, Kurt. Greg?
Blackburn will go to the line. Lead is 2. Gettysburg has the advantage in the basketball. Spare. And a foul.
Good things happen when you're aggressive. Good things happen when you attack the rim, and there's a foul right there. I think as this game goes on, that needs to be Bree Thomas taking the ball to the basket, because she's the one that's going to put the most pressure on this Trinity size.
Watch the traffic inside, down low, and Ellen Bear gets another. Her first point. Lead is 3 for Gettysburg.
You know, Casey Thurston has done a great job with the Lady Warriors. The game plan executed very well. She's poised on the sideline. Christie's been in this game before. They've won it last year. If you look at Casey Thurston on the sideline, I don't know if we can get a shot of her at one point here, but she is just poised, and the girls are, she's calm. You know, no matter when they were down early in the game, I looked at her, no change in her facial expression. She's just putting confidence in these young ladies on a big stage.
20-3 coming into this game, 12-0 in the league. Gabriel's got 6. Lead again is 2, 25-23, Gettysburg. Early third quarter here. Mid-Penn championships. The boys will follow.
Yeah, Greg, Trinity in a man-to-man. This gives opportunity for Gettysburg. Look and see if they take advantage of it, spreading Trinity out and trying to get some isolations with Bree Thomas or Des Reed.
Nice cut. Didn't go. Does Klein have the rebound? No, it's going to stay with Gettysburg.
Well, Bree Thomas hustled, went for the ball, and smacked it off the leg of Blackburn. Smart play. That's a playground play to get the ball back. Let's see if I got my numbers straight here. There's a missed layup. Bree Thomas, yep, off Blackburn.
Des Reed kind of grimacing there a little bit. Hanging tough.
Yeah, Reed is hurt.
Yeah.
She's under the basket limping. She's hobbling out there to the high post.
Here's Reed. And there is a blocking foul underneath.
I tell you, Jenny Gabriel is the right person to guard Bree Thomas. She's got the size to do it. She's got the strength. She's got enough quickness. You're bound to get some fouls. Now, that's 2 on her, but Christy Britton will give that up to put that pressure on Thomas, because Thomas has been somewhat neutralized in this game. Credit Jenny Gabriel for the pressure.
So, now Annie Hines going over to discuss something.
Yeah, Mid-Penn Conference playing host tonight here. Fred Isopi, George Nolan, the committee, doing a great job setting us up, picking the appropriate venue. Cumberland Valley, since we got 3 teams from the West Shore over here. A lot of great initiatives, these guys. Big sportsmanship initiatives. Putting all the events in the spring in one location. Just go to midpennconference.org. You can find out all what's going on in Mid-Penn.
Trinity gets the basketball back off the turnover. Blackburn to a cutting Klein.
Well, that was a great catch. Too bad she couldn't convert. This is why Jenny Gabriel is tough. Good rebound by Klein. Oh, man. It's like ping pong out there, ladies and gentlemen. Man.
Jump ball.
Klein had some great opportunities, just could not convert. The story of the game has been Trinity's post not being able to convert, Greg and Todd. You know, we're going to talk to James Phillips in a little bit. I'm curious his take on what's shaking up and what he thinks going into the 4th.
Got our Patriot News guys with us. James Phillips will be with us, and Jeff Morrow will join us between games and during the boys' game. 5th offensive rebound there for Trinity in this quarter, but another turnover. There's Thomas. Blackburn was the only person underneath the basket. And a travel. I want to get back to the Mid-Penn Conference, and we were talking about Mid-Penn play. You know, there was a time and when it was York and York Adams had their playoffs, Lancaster, Lebanon. It's only been in recent years, at least relatively speaking, that the Mid-Penn has gone to this. You know, for years we had the division winners, first half, second half winners, they would play off. I think this is terrific for momentum for these kids.
Well, now, like the York League, like the LL League, you can say, okay, who's the best team or who, oh, nice shot by Thomas. That's an important bucket for Gettysburg.
She's got 8, 27-23.
But now you can have an overall winner. Some really good teams at home right now, Greg, watching this. Really good teams on the boys and girls side.
And sometimes you get that Hoosiers-like matchup. You get a quad A team against a single A team because these are the division winners. There's no wild card here. Break for Gettysburg, and a whistle before all of that happened.
I'll tell you, I got to give a lot of credit to our ladies here that are officiating this game. They are on top of every walk, every foul. They're keeping it clean. At the same time, you know, only 5 fouls so far called in the whole half, so it's not overboard. Todd, your thoughts?
Well, first of all, the officiating has been great tonight. I think they've kept the game clean, and that's what you need. But let's talk a little bit about that last push you saw up the floor by Gettysburg. Really impressed how their guards are really beating Trinity up the floor right now. Coach Thurston's done a great job with this team.
Very poised. Like she said before the game, she's just not happy being here. The girls want to win.
Reed. She's got 8. Big bucket. Gettysburg's up by 6.
Well, the two big guns, Reed and Thomas, both came up big. Now it's a 6-point separation during a time when it looked like Trinity was starting to claw back and get momentum.
Kuntz, offensive foul.
You know, I'd like to see a replay on that. That was a WNBA charge right there. Bree Thomas, she knew how to sell that one.
That's a coach's daughter right there, Greg. She got her feet square, her shoulders square. She's got a little bit of actress in here. I was down on the sidelines. Let me tell you something.
I'll tell you nothing wrong with that.
She could win an Oscar for that one, but I tell you what, she squared her body and got the charge.
Well, and it was good positioning, so no problem there. Wow. Now you're seeing Gettysburg picking their moments here. That high post offense is paying off for them.
And Reed going inside.
Todd, I don't know about you as a coach, but the high post when you don't have the 6'1", 6'2" post like Trinity is, the best thing to do is you want to get those girls out at the elbow, get the other big out so you can have room to go around them and draw a foul like Des Reed did right there.
I think it's hurting actually Trinity right now because all 5 Gettysburg girls can put the ball on the floor, and it is pulling the bigs out, and they're having a tough time matching up. I never expected this. I got to be honest with you, Charlie.
Greg, last year Trinity was in command of this championship. They're definitely not in this spot right now. This is a little bit of new territory for them.
Down 4 to end the half, and now down 8 with under 2 left in the third. Kuntz. Now they got to convert those, right?
Blackburn should have kept that one. She should have been a little more. She had the angle. Sometimes, you know, I had a great coach who's in his 51st year of coaching at prep school. He used to say, don't turn a good shot into a bad pass. And not that that was a bad pass, but sometimes you got to take advantage of those good shots.
Blackburn, right?
Well, she heard me up here because she kept that one. And that was an important bucket.
She's got 5, and the lead is down to 6. 1:40 left in the third quarter. Gettysburg with the basketball in the lead. Now they can afford to be a little patient.
Wow, they're very patient.
Greg and Charlie, Grace Grill, number 43, has checked in for Trinity Shamrocks. I've known her since she was a little kid, and I got to give her a shout out. She spent some time living in Ireland, so maybe she can bring the luck of the Irish back to Trinity here to the Shamrocks. She was injured early in the year. A great shooter, a girl that's very committed, always in the gym. Just wanted to give a shout out to Grace Grill in there.
Well, what confidence Christy Britton has to throw her in a Mid-Penn championship game with 1:22 in the third quarter, having not gotten any action to this point.
She is a junior. Inside. That was Thomas. Now with 1:15 left here in the third quarter. Mid-Penn Girls Championships here on ABC 27. Greg Mace with Charlie Fortney and Todd McCall, and the boys game We'll follow as we watch what happened in the paint.
Boy, that was a tremendous pass and a legit foul on Blackburn to try to stop Thomas.
So Reed's got 11, and now she's got 12. 33-25. Gettysburg coming up on a minute left in the third.
That's a
Blackburn hit, converts.
I'll tell you what, the story for Trinity in the last minute has been Victoria Blackburn. She wants to win this game. I'm telling you, Trinity needs a step-up girl with Betts White on the bench. Nothing happening around the basket.
That's 8 points for her, man. I tell you what, you know, her dad's watching on the sideline over there. Get an opportunity tonight, Coach Blackburn.
How about Reed? Had plenty of time, and now Trinity with a little momentum.
Great opportunity for Trinity to have some momentum going into the fourth quarter. Man, I'm excited to hear what Coach James Phillips has to say about this one, because this is heating up going into the fourth.
Blackburn.
That would have been huge.
Thomas got the rebound.
Jenny Gabriel picked up her third, and she was the assignment on Thomas. Not a good situation for Trinity right now.
What does Coach Britton say, Charlie? First thing she does is point to her temples and say, just think about that. You know, that's a coach's nightmare, picking up some of those, you know, the girls are going hard, give them credit, but picking up those fouls that are silly fouls, you know, after somebody gets a rebound, reaching around, those kind of things.
Well, you never want to stop the clock in a situation like this. Let's see if Bree Thomas can make them pay. And she does.
Thomas has 9. Casey Thurston, the coach of Gettysburg. And Thomas has 10. The lead 35-28. Final 10 seconds of the third.
Wow, it's amazing.
Blackburn, will she get the last shot? Almost. 35-28 Gettysburg with a third quarter lead. James Phillips from the Patriot joins us when we come back. You're watching High School Sports Live on ABC 27.
All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seemed shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it's just a beautiful thing.
Here's a deal, an amazing pizza steal. Get any Pizza Hut pizza for $10, it's for real. So go ahead and ask yourself, what have I got to lose? For just $10, now you get to choose. Any pizza, any toppings, any crust. There's no stopping, any size you decide. For $10 you can buy any pizza, any toppings, any crust. There's no stopping, any size you decide. For $10 you can buy any.
35-28 is our score as we go to the fourth quarter. James Phillips from the Patriot News joining us. Game of momentum. We thought Trinity might start to take a little run there, but boy, Gettysburg has played really well.
Yeah, they're a defensive team. You can tell the way they like to switch. They move their feet. You know, they might be a little bit as far as lacking in size, but I like their defensive effort tonight.
Well, and I hope Josie McGash stays on the floor. I'll tell you why, because she's sure around the basket. I mean, it seems like every time she gets the ball, she either scores or gets fouled, and she converts on the foul line, and she just made a key bucket for Trinity right there.
Yeah, she makes a lot of hustle plays for the Shamrocks.
Betts White clearing the boards.
And there's a game plan for Trinity coming out. Let's push the tempo. Let's shake things up. Let's try to make some things happen.
Didn't work there. Rydell got it. Thomas will kick it back out. There's Reed.
I'll tell you what, that was a big missed assignment there. Des Reed is the best penetrator on the court, and you cannot lose track of her in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
that was big.
She has a lot of athleticism, and like you said, it was a defensive breakdown by Trinity.
Well, there's Gabriel inside.
Nice pass. James, it almost seems like you want to like light a fire under some of the offensive-minded players for Trinity to say, be a little more selfish, take it. It just seems like they're being very tentative, and there's not anyone other than Blackburn recently there. There's Thomas, like that. I mean, you got go-to girls right now for Gettysburg and Trinity. It's like they're stepping up at times, but nobody's just really taking the pressure off everybody and taking it to them.
Absolutely. And right there, another turnover.
Another example, yeah. It's like, I don't want to score. I'm going to let you try. How about Greg?
And Blackburn did step up there for a minute. She had 5 quick points, and that's the kind of effort you're going to need out of her and certainly another player, because now the spread is 7 and we've got under 6 left.
Yeah, I mean, and let's face it, Murray graduated. It's like you don't have that 20 to 25 point a game kid, but you see the benefit. Look at this. Desiree, you see the benefit of players when a team has a go-to person.
Yes, and you see the patience for Gettysburg. They whip the ball around the perimeter, and Destiny had an open shot, and she buried it.
Well, and I don't want to say this in a demeaning way. I don't want any parents to watch this back, but Gettysburg's better than they look. I mean, they're better than they look. In warm-ups you go, nice Bonner. What a great game. They're just better all around.
Bonner's got 11, and now Trinity wants a timeout. 44-32 is the lead with 5:19 left here in the fourth. Hey, the place to find out about players and what's going on around the region, younger and college players, centralpabasketball.blogspot.com. A lot of great information on Central PA Basketball, blogspot.com. And we also want to mention Explosive Sports Performance, great place to unleash your potential.
Dave Brixius, a good friend of mine, works with a lot of NFL players. Jamie Thomas, guys like Marcus Colston, McCoy have been over to that outfit. Great place to strength train.
Well, you can log on to PASportsLiveTV.com and vote for our Sun Motor Cars Player of the Game, which can go to any number of folks. I think we certainly want to wait to pass any judgment at the moment. PASportsLiveTV.com, you can log on and vote for our Sun Motor Cars Player of the Game, and we'll wait a few minutes probably to even discuss that one.
But you know what, I am curious what James Phillips is thinking here. He's been watching this for 3 quarters, taking notes. James, what's your thoughts on who stands out to you tonight?
Well, Bride Thomas for Gettysburg. She's a leader, and she has everybody playing at a high level right now. I mean, they're playing deep. Look at the switching. She's pointing, how she's directing traffic. She's the team leader.
Well, and Todd talked about Trinity's communication on defense earlier. It looks like Gettysburg's doing some of their own.
Absolutely, absolutely. And people have to realize that Gettysburg has won 13 straight games, okay? And it's not by accident.
Yeah.
It'll go back to Trinity.
Well, and I'll tell you, they beat a really good Palmyra girls team that was on a roll themselves, was reeling after a big 20-point win over a great Susquehanna Township team. So they earned their way into this opportunity.
Absolutely.
Trinity down 12. Got to get some baskets here. Blackburn. Kuntz, that's a big hoop. She's got 6, her first 2 of this half. Leads back to 10.
And they're going to be patient with the ball here. They're working.
Des Reed has been very, very instrumental. Hit some big shots as well in this game. James, your thoughts on her talent?
Yeah, she is a offensive, I call her a fire plug, a spark plug. She ignites things. She has quickness, and she has a nice outside jumper. So, like the only thing that's hurting her is, is the height. But she makes up for it with her speed and quickness.
Well, guys, I had to throw this in there, but her father, Dontez Reed, and I went to high school together. And so she may be in Gettysburg. She's bringing some rollers on the court tonight. Todd, I had to throw that in.
There's Grace, who missed.
Todd likes talking about the rollers from Steele.
I really do. I remember the clap.
And I tell you what, anytime you could beat a roller, that was always something. Hey, guys, I just want to talk about what I saw Gettysburg do to start the fourth quarter. And, James, you might have seen this as well. They started isolating Reed and Bree Thomas on top of the key, and Trinity's help side defense didn't answer. To keep it basic, somebody's got to step up in the paint and take a charge.
Absolutely. There was a couple breakdowns there, and Gettysburg took advantage of it.
I'll tell you what, Casey Thurston, I mean, has pulled all the right strings in this game. She's adjusted defenses. She's pointing right now, sending girls to other sides, getting the mismatch right there, giving Des Reed and Thomas a chance to do a give and go and work together. Smart. You know, sometimes players on this big stage kind of get the lump in their throat. Sometimes coaches do too. They get a little, but you don't see that with Casey Thurston tonight. She played at Shippensburg. She coached at Shippensburg. She's played some college basketball at Kutztown and transferred to Shippensburg. She knows, she's been around the block here. She's showing it tonight.
Trinity gets the basketball back.
You talk possessions in a championship game, Charlie. This is a huge possession right now to get this lead under single digits if possible for Trinity.
Well, yeah, it could be a 4-point swing. You don't score here, they score. It goes from an 8 to a 12. Or, depending on 3 ball, could be a 7 or a 13. A little bit of confusion out there. Got the high post Kansas offense going. I call it the Kansas offense.
Blackburn.
It's also one of Dean Smith's favorite offenses too.
Couldn't get it to fall, but there's McGash who does.
I'll tell you, that Josie McGash.
Yeah, she's a hustler. She gets the offensive boards right there. A key bucket for the Shamrocks.
She gets preferred sometimes by the taller. You know, it's easy as a coach to prefer a taller, but I'll tell you, she's a converter. And at the end of the day, you need someone that can convert out there.
Absolutely. Crash the boards and get those hustle plays.
Well,
you know what?
It's going to go back to get it to Trinity.
Well, Christy Britton all but made that call herself. Man, she's having a good hair day, but for that one call, it was the bad hair day. Her hair was flying all over the place, and I don't blame her because, man, I counted 7 or 8 on that one, James.
Yeah, that was quite a while there, but the refs got it right.
1:50 left. Another big trip for Trinity. Blackburn didn't get all of it.
That would have been huge. Gettysburg, minute and 40 to go. Look for them to spread it out. Look for them to spread it out and get some isolation.
Blackburn got the hand in. Mid-Penn girls finals. Down to the final minute 32, and Trinity trying to make a big defensive stop right here.
Well, Gettysburg's struggling to find a way to get it in the right hands here, and it's going to be important for them to take care of the ball to put this game away. They don't need a shot. They don't need a shot.
Well, the right player has the ball right now.
Yeah.
And the move and a big rebound.
You know, that's a good no call, and I'm going to tell you why. That the defense and the offensive player were so deep on that play.
McGash.
Yeah. Gettysburg dodged the bullet right there. Destiny took her time getting down court, and that was an easy bucket that was blown.
Now the coach of the Trinity coach is calling for a quick foul. They didn't want to get that off right there.
Talk about momentum swings here. You tied, you go, you make that, you're down 6. You miss that, you're down 8 now on the foul line. Jeez.
And you know what, Charlie? They got the shot they wanted, a high percentage, 5 foot away. Trinity makes at it 99% of the time. But I tell you what you do when you look at the game film, Gray. You go into game film, if you don't come out on a winner, you know, you're upset. But you're the #1 seed. You got some big fish to fry coming up.
You know, interesting. Gettysburg has not scored since 5:20 left in the game, but they're just playing smart. Trinity's not converting.
The defense. I told you they're a defensive team.
James, you've been whispering that to us all game. I could tell you wanted the headsets earlier in this game. Look at this dunk shot.
Blackburn.
Well, that was a few Hail Marys before the game. And I'll tell you, don't count Trinity out because 43 seconds is a long time, and we're only 2 shots away here, guys.
All right, so now with 43.5 left, 44-39, the lead is down to 5. AdvancedHoops.com is the Mid-State's premier specialized basketball training program website, shooting, dribbling, or spring AAU tryouts. You can contact Charlie and Ben and all the guys over at advancedhoops.com. 657-2620. And if you'd like to be part of our High School Sports Live in the 2012-2013 campaign, got a lot of great things coming up, some good changes we're going to tell you about after the district finals. Advancedhoops.com or call 657-2620. We'd love to have you on board next year.
Well, talking about moving into football possibly in the 2012-13, wrestling.
PASportsLiveTV.com. I believe we're going to have to wait till the end of the game to make our choice for player of the game, but we'd like you to log on right now and make your choice.
Greg, if Trinity would happen to win this game, you're looking at 11 points for Blackburn. She would be an MVP here. You also got a 7-0 run for Trinity. Gettysburg has not scored. They're going to need to make some foul shots here to try to secure this.
Absolutely, Trinity's going to foul right away, and there they go.
Well, that is an amazing stat. In the 7-0 run in the last 5:20, they're still down 5, and they're in the game.
Team defense.
Yep.
That's what Gettysburg laid their hat on it. I talked to Thomas before the game. She said that's how we came back in the Palmyra game. Our defense.
I want to give you guys a stat. This is a coach's daughter, Ellen Bear. Her father coaches basketball at Gettysburg. She's an 89% foul shooter, but she misses that one. 89% from the foul line is not too shabby, guys.
All right, over the back, Trinity basketball, 41 even.
Gettysburg has a bunch of fouls to give here before bonus. Wouldn't hurt to use them just to keep positioning their way, but we're looking at 4-point game here.
Well, we're waiting to call the timeout. I guess did they blow the whistle fast enough there? All right, well, we're gonna talk it over right now. We'll stay right here. 44-39 with 36.8. A reminder, stay with us. We have a medal ceremony coming up. There's no trophy, but there is medals for the winners and the runners-up. And then we'll talk about the game coming up with Jeff Morrow from the Patriot and take a look at these two teams. And then we will have the boys' final, Central Dauphin and Greencastle. Here we are, high above courtside. We welcome you here to Cumberland Valley. We thank everybody at Cumberland Valley. There we are. We're all on television. 42.1 seconds left. And Trinity, another big trip. Another big trip coming up as Christy Britton talks it over with her Shamrocks. Here we go. Mid-Penn title on the line. Trinity trying to win again.
They have to get a quick shot off, and obviously, they might try to get it inside.
Yeah, you want to attack the rim. Look at this.
Short, but they got the rebound. As Blackburn didn't get the roll.
That's huge. Ball's in the right hands.
They're running time off the clock.
That was a good timeout by Casey Thurston to avoid either a 10-second or a turnover.
But that was a good play by Gettysburg to run some clock. They shot the ball back across the court, back and forth there. So credit to them for keeping their heads in that situation.
Yes.
So 44-39. The lead is 5 with 21.2 left.
Todd, you're right next to the action down there. What do you hear the girls saying? What kind of communication's going on the court?
Well, the shooters are actually spotting up. The bigs are staying at the elbows. They're actually spotting up. And with their, like Blackburn was calling for the ball, they brought in Grace Grill, another three-point attacker for Trinity. Look for Trinity right now to maybe switch on this out of bounds to make it tough to get in. Foul right away. Be careful who you foul, though.
So with 21.2 left, Gettysburg has the basketball on a 5-point lead. Mid-Penn title on the line.
Got the ball in the right hands to Bree Thomas. She's going to have to seal it from the foul line. James, how good is Bree Thomas?
She's an excellent all-around talent. She can dribble. She plays defense. She has a nice perimeter shot. She has quickness. And last but not least, a great attitude.
Well, and I kind of feel cheated that we don't get a chance to see her play more because Gettysburg's, you know, they're a ways away from Harrisburg. But I'm just so glad we have this opportunity in the championship to see her talent. And I mean, she's getting ready to go off to college and represent us on TV.
Absolutely.
Represent the Harrisburg area and the Gettysburg region.
Should get one more. Big free throw here. To make it a 3-possession game, and she does. That was a huge free throw. 17, 46, 39. And they'll get it back. Trinity going to put up one last shot. There's Blackburn and the foul. Less than a second left.
She'll get 3 shots here. Toria's an excellent foul shooter.
And a look at the foul coming up here, and I think Brianna Thomas, 17 points, player of the game. I think, gentlemen, yes?
No brainer.
Yeah, and I will only say, and I'm going to agree with that, but I will only say that Des Reed and number 3 here, Bonner, the early three threes. I mean, what a lift they gave Gettysburg and all the girls, the team defense. So she certainly can get that MVP Sun Motors player of the game, knowing that her teammates were a big part of it tonight. This was such a team effort.
Absolutely, and that's what Gettysburg has been about all season. Team efforts from everybody. They have roles. Everybody knows their roles, and they play them well.
46-41. Gettysburg has won the Mid-Penn Conference title.
Christy Britton just patting her girls on the back, you know, consoling them, knowing that they gave everything they could.
All right, we're back with the medal ceremony coming up. James Phillips from the Patriot, and as always, thanks for being with us.
All right, no problem. Thanks for having me.
46-41 as we continue with High School Sports Live here on ABC 27.
United Concordia Dental has been insuring Central Pennsylvania for over 40 years. Whether you're looking for group, family, or individual coverage, United Concordia has the right plan to fit your specific needs. United Concordia also prides itself on its commitment to the community through its efforts to arrange free dental services for the underserved and its charitable contributions throughout the area. United Concordia not only takes care of your smile, we give you something to smile about. Advanced Hoops Premier AAU is on the rise. 32 teams last year featuring the top boys and girls basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops offers 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 50 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 5 years. We call it AAU with a follow-through.
All right, we're now set for our medal ceremony. Let's go down to public address announcer Bob Schellenberg.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to honor these 2 championship teams. What unbelievable seasons you all made, and it's not over yet. Just to continue to be all representative of these 2 teams in the playoffs next week. We're first going to honor our 2012 Mid-Penn Girls runner-up, Trinity High School Shamrock. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask that their head coach, Christy Britton, bestow the medals upon her champions. First of all, they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this man, their bus driver, Henry Milstead. Bookkeeper, Linda Freestone. Athletic trainer, Casey Graham. Their managers, Maddie Christensen and Reagan Bender. And now let's meet the team. Our first medal goes to Maggie McLaughlin. Brianna Betts-White. Daniela Dunleavy. Victoria Blackburn. Maddie Torreson. Angela Rossi. Anna Kuntz. Maddie Castelli. Josie Migash, Grace Grill, Jenny Gabriel, Maria Schwartz, Cecilia Carl, and Shay Klein. The Water Girls, Gracie Britton and Mary Kate McLaughlin. Shamrock assistant coaches, Kate Eisenhower, Kristen Daly, Karina Bretz, John Studer, and Shamrock head coach Christy Britton. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2012 Mid-Penn Girl runner-up, Trinity High School Shamrock. And now, introducing for the very first time for 2012, Mid-Penn Girls Champion, Gettysburg High School Warriors. Head coach Casey Thurston to hang the medals on her champions. We begin with Camden Bonner, Kyle Bridell, Taylor Wood, Ariana Camel, Madeline Weichert, Deanna Wozlak, Destiny Reed, Ellen Baer, Brianna Thomas, Jade Diamond. Their managers, Haley Snyder and Lexi Brown. Assistant coaches, Max Lang and Rod Simpson. Athletic trainer, Kayla Clayball. Their athletic director, Chris Hastings. And Gettysburg Warrior head coach, Casey Thurston. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2012 Mid-Penn Girls Champion, Gettysburg High School Warriors. Congratulations and best of luck to both teams as you move into the district championships.
And as Bob Schellenberg said, both teams head for the districts. We're going to head for a break as we get set for the boys game coming up. 46-41. Gettysburg wins the Mid-Penn girls title. The boys game follows. Stay with us. High School Sports Live continues here on ABC 27.
CDFullDayCamps.com. Charlie Fortney's amazing full-day summer sports and activity camps. 2nd through 8th graders. 10-week option. Only $140 per week. Soccer, baseball, basketball, and more. CDFullDayCamps.com.
Knoll Insurance, located at 704 Bridge Street in New Cumberland. They offer property, casualty, auto, homeowners, health, and life insurance. Knoll Insurance also offers notary services. Call Knoll Insurance today at 774-8128.
Borman & Babb Certified Public Accountants is a full-service accounting, tax, and consulting firm with over 17 years' experience serving the central Pennsylvania region. From taxes to payroll, from corporate accounting to business consulting, let Borman & Babb help you achieve your financial success.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
As Greencastle hits the court, warming up for the boys Mid-Penn Championship game, Central Dauphin will follow. The Gettysburg girls have won the Mid-Penn title 46-41, and here with their winning coach and player of the game is Todd McCall.
Thank you, Greg. I'm here with winning coach Casey Thurston, and yes, the Sun Motors player of the game, Bree Thomas, Rhode Island bound, first coach. Your guard play, talk a little bit. Early on, your girls really went off the dribble very well, bought some early time, and then Bree, did what Bree and Reed did what they did to take over.
Right, our kids are so competitive. And our guards are good. They can handle the ball. They make good decisions. They make good passes. And we didn't think that Trinity could guard us, our guards man-to-man.
Well, and that was one of the things they talked in the telecast. I really think your guard play, you had 5 girls who could put it on the floor, and that made a difference. I thought Trinity looked at times like they had tough times with your matchups.
Right, someone like Destiny Reed who plays a 4 on defense is playing a guard on offense, and so somebody big is going to have to guard her putting the ball on the floor. And that creates bad matchups, and it lets everybody else get to the rim.
Well, Coach, you guys come away with the victory, and now you go into the playoffs. What do you tell your team right here when you talk to them in postgame?
This is a great start. I mean, this is a great tournament. Trinity's a great team. They're number 2 in the district. 2 nights ago, we knocked off Palmyra, number 1. Great run. I hope this leads us to another gold medal in the next couple weeks.
Well, Coach Thurston, the winning coach, we're going to let you get back in the locker room. Now I'm here with Sun Motors Player of the Game, Bree Thomas. Bree, at 17 points, I knew your father very well. He got his 100th win when you were just a baby down at Gettysburg. Talk about yourself and your team tonight, what you guys did.
A really great start for us. I mean, it's just such a team effort. We have people, more than one person that can score, and it's really great. We're a very cohesive group this year, and we just want to go far and play as hard as we can.
Bree, you did a great job. You took a really key charge late in the game. You squared your body, and it was a great charge. But I wanted you to know I also gave you an Oscar because you made a little sound down there. You got a little actress in you too? Maybe actress after basketball?
No, I don't know. I just tried to really sell it that time. I mean, I know she kept driving. She turned her shoulder, so I know once I wanted to try to get one.
Well, I know your team's not finished, and talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, man, we want to go far, and we're all together, and we're just gonna keep playing hard.
I'm here with Sun Motors Player of the Game, Bree Thomas. I'm Todd McCall. More action coming up on ABC Live after these messages.
Hello, can I help you? Oh, no need to worry, Mrs. Smith. My grandfather is Russ Failer himself, and he has been in business for over 30 years. At Russ's Auto and Trailer Sales, we have it all. We specialize in selling a complete line of trailers, a variety of used cars, and campers. Our service department can do it all, and we even have a nice guy named Justin who answers the phone.
Russ's Auto and Trailer Sales.
And what do we tell him, Maddie?
Nobody fusses at Russ's. I'm the real boss.